Hello, Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's see what kind of week you're going to have. Happy first quarter moon. Happy first quarter moon. First quarter moon in Aries. All right. Aries is ruled by the Tower card. Tower card connects us with a lot of things. It's Mars. Connects us with action and assertion, right? So this is bringing out the prayer warrior in you. The Mars is the planet of competition, survival, strength, capacity for action, fighting spirit, energy, vitality, conflict, courage and daring, anger, sexual drive, right? So you either become the prayer warrior or you're in the spirit, fighting in the spirit through prayer. And some people don't know where to put that anger and frustration. So choose prayer warrior. Choose prayer warrior. So that the tower does not fall on you, right? Let's get into it. Let's start out with this. I've already prayed over your cards. Here we have nature spirits, right? Nature spirits. All right, let's see what's in this card for this week for you. I've already prayed over your cards. That any hurt, harm, or danger sent your way, there's an immediate return to sender to you all. I've already prayed over your cards before turning this camera on. So it's time to venture outside, get into nature, and recharge your batteries with trees, the grass, the mountains, the desert, and the sea. So there is magic that awaits you when you commune with nature. So somebody may have been in a house for quite some time. You want to kind of get out. You want to kind of get back out the house, kind of get out there and do some things, right? Geminis, you all may have been on the other side of Mercury. You could have been kind of like in a hermit mode for a while. So it's time for you to reach out, kind of sort of get out there, like I said, to find your group of energies, your tribe, especially since you're getting closer and closer to a wolf moon, right? So you're going to be on the light side of wolf energy, which is finding your tribe, your pack of people who keep you in the light about things, getting away from people who keep you in the dark. That would be dark wolf energy, right? So both the wolves, types of wolves, travel in packs, their group, their tribe, right? Their community, right? But some wolves keep people in the dark about things, right? And so some keep even in the light in their communities, right? Keep people enlightened. So those would be the energies. Those would be the friends that's like, hey, they will fully communicate things, right? They will fully communicate what's going on, especially if they're leading something. They just say, we're having an event on such and such day. Here's the time, date, place, if there's parking, if there's a cover charge, everything you need to know up front. So there's nothing hidden, right? There are no hidden agendas. That's dark wolf energy. That's hidden agendas. Oh my God, I didn't know I was going to have to pay all of this extra stuff now, or some hidden cost, and this stuff is hidden, So, yeah, so nature spirits. I do see somebody kind of getting out and venturing out this week. So let's get into your reading. Let's get right into your reading. Like I said, any negative energy will be returned to sender immediately. Keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high. That's right. There you are. Queen of Swords, sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts. Carefully vetting your thoughts. Some kind of sacrifice. It's not all the sacrifices that you made. You made a lot of sacrifices, right? So that your ancestors make a lot of sacrifices for a lot of things. So for you to dream bigger, right? So that's why you're sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts, right? Here we have the Eight of Swords. So when you look back and just realize just how restricted you were, looking in the mirror, and just like when you just allow people to just talk to you any kind of way, right? It's the Eight of Swords. When you just let people say anything to you, how you could have spoken up for yourself, how you could have spoken up and said something, you could have immediately broken a cycle, because somebody didn't immediately break a cycle. Something could have happened. Let me see what's in the cards here. Because you kind of went along with some kind of flow. It could have gone with a loved one, just kind of sort of looking back. You just going along with the flow of somebody just saying anything they want to say to you, like you're just this dark entity. Something happened. It immediately was a return to sender to them. So they went through some kind of a karmic something to them, right? So let me give somebody an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say you get into, let's say you have a best friend. That would be a loved one, right? Let's say you have a best friend. Your best friend says something really mean to you. And it just like, you're just shocked. I mean, like, really, you just cannot even, like, where in the world? They must be, I mean, possessed, for real, possessed by a different spirit. And you're so shocked, you can't even believe, you don't even have the words, which would be unusual because you all are ruled by Mercury. You don't even have the words. You really just can't even believe what you just heard. But you don't repay hurt with hurt. It's an immediate return to sender, right? So the very thing that they want, you know, after all the sacrifices that you make, the very thing that they want, it sends it right back to them. So that could mean that's whatever they love. It could be their job. It could be friends. It could be a relationship that they're in. The same thing is going to happen to them, right? Same thing is going to happen to them, right? It throws them into a cycle. It immediately throws them into a cycle. You don't know how long they're going to be in it. You don't know how long they're going to be in it. That's why I talk about staying high vibrational. Something caused somebody to have a nervous breakdown when you were having a breakthrough. Somebody had a nervous breakdown when you were having a breakthrough because you chose to vibrate high. I don't know who said something really hurtful to you, but you kept it on the throne, and it caused somebody to have a nervous breakdown when you just stopped talking. Somebody 8 of swords you 9 of swords them, you send it right back. Somebody didn't even realize you sent that spell right back, because that's spell work. That dark energy, you sent it right back just by keeping it high vibrational. Just by keeping it. That is why I teach the way I teach on my channel. They had a nervous breakdown. That somebody was, the intention was trying to give you some kind of a nervous breakdown by talking to you in a dark way. That was not what I say. You see me shuffling the cards. Them talking down to you, talking to you some kind of way, was supposed to send you into a nervous breakdown, and instead it caused them, somebody that they loved did that to them, and it caused them to have a nervous breakdown. Somebody that they were in business with, either a partnership in business or partnership in love, somebody made a decision to do it to you, and because you took yourself out of that by keeping your vibrations high, somebody did it to them and sacrificed them and caused them to have a nervous breakdown. That is not what you prayed for people at all. That's not what you pray for people at all. But that is why I say keep it on the throne. Keep it on the throne. Yeah. Because that is dark wolf energy. Somebody didn't somebody kept them in the dark about something. Somebody kept them in the dark about something when you were trying to keep somebody in the light about something, saying, no, I'm not gonna treat you the way that you're not gonna talk to them the way they talk to you. So you'd rather just say, you know what, let me just end this right now. I'm not gonna repay hurt with hurt. I'd rather stop it right here. They went somewhere else to go get something, and ran right into their karma. And that energy caused them to have a nervous breakdown. Here we have the Fool card. And so now somebody who you love, who did not want to learn how to speak your love language, because all they were worried about, all they cared about was the financial aspect, all they cared about was the material aspect, is, I mean, I don't know what's going on with them right now. I'm just reading the cards here, but somebody is, you're having a total recall of some things in your mind, just kind of sort of right now, just how restricted you felt, like just being talked to any kind of way. That's what you have in common with somebody. That is why now you're saying it pays to keep it high vibrational. It does not pay to get into an argument with people. You're not doing that. It would be foolish to get into an argument with somebody who's trying to talk down to you, mistreat you. Nope. in your personal or your professional life. So some kind of emotional wounding has been caused. Yeah. And somebody used somebody. They were just being used, just tossed out. Yeah. But they caused you some kind of imbalance, though. Their energy caused you some kind of emotional and some kind of financial imbalance. Messed up your money, your financial situation. Why? Because they were keeping you in the dark about something. Too busy playing games, talking down to you, trying to create a bunch of confusion. So in this, coming up on this full wolf moon that we have, you're in your light wolf energy. That's the goal, and that's what this first quarter moon is. You're focusing on being a prayer warrior. Thank you, Source, for showing me the difference between the two, light and dark wolf energy. You want your soul tribe to keep you enlightened about what's coming up, like what's going on. Okay, you want everything, dates, times, this, that, the everything that's going on, because that's how you would communicate. The same way you would communicate with people and you would keep people in the light about things, you want the same thing coming back. That's what you want in common with people. So if their only love language is, you know, they only use people for what they want. And if somebody says, don't tell Gemini the hidden call, invite Gemini because we just want bodies there, but don't tell Gemini when they get there, they're going to have to pay an extra $100 for something, or that we got these hidden costs here, then Source is saying you need to remove yourself from the equation. You need to remove yourself. So, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you all. So some kind of a partnership in business or partnership in love is coming across your path as a result, because, again, you've made a lot of sacrifices here yourself to remove yourself from distractions, right? So somebody's getting ready to start getting out of the house, you know, kind of getting out in nature again, hugging trees possibly, you know, could be hugging trees. Because you inspire a lot of people. Very smart, love to learn, you know, love knowledge, right? Thriving. You've already taken all the swords out of your back, so yeah. That's not your concern anymore. Who's talking about you behind your back? People talk, you know, all the time, but you're committed to keeping things high vibrational. So people are going to believe what they want to believe, but that's what I'm saying for you this week. Here we have the 8 of Cups here. The thing about people talking about you behind your back is it's not always bad. Some people, like this quilt right here, are going to cover you and say, oh no, that's not my experience. They really do have a good heart. This right here. That's what all this air is. Some people are really going to say they have a good heart. They probably gave somebody way too many chances. There are going to be some people that's going to say about you, Gemini, because that's what's being said. Some people are saying, oh no, they gave them way too many chances. They should have cut them off a long time ago. Then you're going to have some people who just believe anything they hear. Take it all with a grain of salt. I see somebody, creating some kind of a clothing brand. That's what I'm looking at here. That's going to be a part of somebody's legacy. Some kind of a clothing brand. So I don't know who that's for, but that could be what somebody was thinking about. Or somebody connected to you could be somewhere in fashion. I don't know who this is, but somehow you're connected to fashion, clothing or fashion or something like that. But you have all the information that you need at this point, for real. Like, you have all the information that you need. Somebody talked down to you, something about the way you look, or like trying to compare you to somebody else. But for them, it was all about material, like the physical, the material, what could get them the most money, what could get them the most whatever. So it's just like, that is not your love language at all. It's like you genuinely love somebody, like for real. Like you really, like your whole heart really love them. And so they ran right into their karma. So here we have the King of Swords here. So you're very clear. You're sitting on your throne. Remember, in minor arcana, this genderless. Doesn't really matter whether you're a man or woman. But yeah. So you're on your throne. Just yeah. Here's the Strength card. Just in a very meek way. Just like I said, somebody was in survival mode. Somebody was in survival mode, literally chained to the devil. Whatever their demons were, they were chained to that. Like, just doing all kinds of stuff. Doing all kinds of stuff, you know, for money. Just doing all kinds of stuff for money. No matter how painful it was, you know, for them. They're just doing all kinds of stuff for money. So, or in other people. So, Source says, for you, something connecting you to fashion, though, is going to be a part of your legacy. It's going to make you a lot of money. I don't know who that's for, but congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Continue keeping your vibrations high. Continue keeping your vibrations high. Continue keeping your vibrations high. But yeah, at this point, you have all the information you need. I mean, for real, you got all the information you need. You're not even unclear at this point. You're just kind of like, wow, that's what you have in common with somebody. That's what those areas, that you just have a big heart. Somebody's an overgiver, like overthinks things. And Source is saying, but the next time somebody talks down to you or basically tries to compare you with somebody, whether they can compare you to their ex or they can do better than you or somebody makes more money, you're going to just say, okay, hey, that's where you need to be. You're not even going to waste your time. You're going to waste your energy. They got a better house. Hey, that's where you need to be. Yep. Number 2, they're not going to disrupt your peace. That's where you need to be. That's exactly where they need to be. That's a decision that they made right there. That's how you mastering your thoughts. You don't need it drawn out for you. There's many different ways of communicating. You don't need it drawn out for you anymore. You got the message loud and clear. You're very smart. You got the message. Number 2 is about peace, right? And so you're saying, nope, you're not letting somebody disrupt your peace. If that's how you feel, hey, let's go with how you feel. Let's go with that, right? That you immediately take your power back. Immediately. Immediately take your power back. From those 2. Right? Actually, it's 3 you're taking your power back from. That's the hidden spirit. That's the hidden spirit, right? That's chained to the devil. Immediately, you took your power back. Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't have to be written out for you. It doesn't have to be. It really doesn't have to be explained. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to know who's behind what's behind. It's in physical form, but you don't have to know the spirit. You know the spirit behind. It's the spirit of confusion. That's the devil. It's the spirit of confusion. All about the money. But see, something was hidden already. And so, you know, yeah. What you have in common with somebody, Gemini, is whoever this energy is, all they care about is money. That's it. I mean, that's just this. I can't even say it any other way. That's all they care about is the physical existence of things. So, whoever they love, they don't love like you love. You're moving from the heart, like forgiving. We're talking about air energy. You, Aquarius, Libra, loving from your heart. Like, okay, forgiveness. Okay, you hurt my heart. Well, go heal, and okay, forgive and love you again. Right? This energy is like their healing is what can you do in a material sense. What can you buy somebody? You can buy somebody's love. Like you can. This is like, okay, I don't care about. That's all they care about is their love can be bought. In other words, right? So even when they met whoever they met, they went to. You know, they said they try to compare you with somebody. That person probably loved them too. but they were on a different assignment, period. Literally operating from their lower self. So they couldn't even fully love anybody who really loved them, because it's just about money. It's just about money. That's what you have in common with somebody. Yeah. Something having to do with a house. Something having to do with a house. Yeah. And people are talking, but everything has a life cycle. People are talking. Everything has a life cycle. Yeah, everything has a life cycle, right? Yeah. The laws of Ma'at. Everybody's talking about something that was done in a house. Somebody being chained to something. Like everything, people are talking about something that was done. A lot of people are talking about some stuff that was done. There's a lot of conversation that's going around about stuff, but people are not talking to, energies, right? So, yeah. But there's something new being created here. Something new being created. Part of it is your clairvoyance and your psychic abilities are now heightened. Like you're what you didn't know before, you know now. So something about your gifts have increased. This is this right here. You pick up on, even when people don't tell you stuff, when there's conversations going on around you, if there's a connection with someone, especially if you have kids or they're related, like something, they're your kids, you're picking up on their energy. You pick up on their energy. So, all right. All right, let's see what else we got going on here in the cards. Yeah, drop your comments below. Drop your comments below. Drop your comments below. So something has caused you to stop just going along with the flow. Something has stopped you from just going along with the flow, so that you don't have to feel like you got to patch it, you got to piece everything together, in hermit mode behind closed doors. You're going to start speaking up and start being a little bit more assertive. Start being a little bit more assertive, because you don't know what's being sacrificed once people go out into, the wilderness. Because you see this tree, go back out into the wilderness, you don't know what's being sacrificed, right? And who needs saving, who's looking at you to come save them from something, right? Because you've learned how to save yourself. That's how you save yourself. Somebody 8 of swords you 9 of swords them. You just stop talking to them. You're like, okay, you talk down to me, I'm just stop talking to you. But that's not how it works for everybody. That's not how it works for everybody. Some people kept some people in the dark about some things. And so some people have been chained to a contract. And so you're moving on from some past disappointments, but something was just a very poisonous environment that could have turned venomous. Something was very, very poisonous environment. So it could have been a lot of stuff going on in that environment that, you just were not aware of. So I see you back in the saddle again. I see you moving on from something, not holding on to any anger or anything, because you're a prayer warrior, right? You're a prayer warrior. You are a prayer warrior. So you don't need to go to war against a human being. I'm saying financial independence here. Financial independence. Right? Financial independence. So you're not responsible for this situation going on here. Looking at your cards here. Here we have the Ace. But I do see you have clarity of thought now. You have total clarity of thought now, and just how you handle things versus how other people handle things. You have total clarity of thought. So you have a sea of opportunities ahead of you, but there's some energies that you're moving on from. You're not even motivated to be around certain energies anymore. That's over. That's a wrap. You're done with them, right? It's like you just put the flame out. You're done. It's like a person who puts the fire out. It's like you have you're not motivated to be around certain energies at all. You don't want to be around certain energies at all. So something big is happening. It's already happening because looking at the cards here, it's already happening. So, but yeah, that's what I feel like somebody is having something to do with clothing industry. That's what we're seeing here. Something having to do with fashion. I don't know who this is for, but it's like really coming through strong for somebody's reading. Because whoever this energy is, many people have tried to love somebody the same way that you have tried to love them. But that's not their love language. Their love language is just show them the money. They don't care about anything else, but just show them the money. That's it. And money is a form of energy. So they ran right into the devil. So you're connecting with fire. You're connecting with fire. You're tossing something into a burning bowl. And so you're connecting with the light side of fire, right? So the power of fire, right? So I do see somebody maybe possibly putting together some like fireside chats, inspiring and motivating people to kind of have warm conversation around things like inspiring. But here was true offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. Yeah, returns it to love. Yeah, returns something to love. Returns something to love. Hold on. Let me see what we got going on here. It's time to release negativity. It's time to release negativity. There's a Scorpio involved in something. According to that card there. And if you know the nature of a Scorpio, it will sting itself to death. That's a death rebirth card. So it's saying you need to get to the rebirth side. Time. Something happened during west. You know, the doorway. Somebody went through a dark, very dark doorway, and they passed through some kind of dark, doorway, and just that's where everything changed. Somebody. Something changed for somebody, right? But I feel like you're getting ready to start encouraging warm fireside wherever you are in your purpose and just in your journey as a prayer warrior. I feel like you're getting ready to start, encouraging warm fireside chats, just in your life, just in general, with just everybody in your life moving forward. So when people are going through dark doorways or portals in their lives, that they feel like you are a safe space to talk to, because that was a way of somebody communicating to you that they're in a dark place. It was like somebody was hoping that you would say, you don't even sound like you. That's like somebody was saying to you without saying it. Like, that doesn't even sound like what's gotten into you, You can talk to me about anything. I'm here. That's what somebody was hoping you would say that, right? 17, I am independent. So the quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill, right? Yeah, how you communicate helps people to break karmic cycles. How you communicate, but you're taking the sources, taking you to the next level in how you communicate. So whatever it is that you're creating, you are, what comes to mind when I look at this card right here is the movie, I'm going to look up and I mentioned this one time before. I saw this, it's a movie, what's that actress name? The Watchers with Dakota Fanning. Maybe that's a movie that you all need to see, because that's what this entire reading this is what this entire reading reminds me of. It's like when people get lost, and they're trying to tell you that they're lost in their own way. And in this case here, as you're sitting on your throne, just going back in your memory, just remembering something that somebody may have said to you, you know, that you didn't even recognize. You were dealing with a different spirit. You were dealing with somebody who was chained to the devil. They were chained to something, like chained to some kind of a demonic contract that they had made with the devil. This is with this right here. And that's what somebody was trying to tell you, that they had already signed some kind of deal with the devil. And so somebody needed you to probe, like basically force something out of them in just asking questions, like not force, but you know what I'm saying, like keep asking more questions, like anything. You can tell me anything, what is going on that's going to sound like you. So from now on, you're going to encourage warm fireside chats, you know. So you don't have to go on this long journey. So if it's a best friend, if it's a you know, whoever it is, if you feel like it's worth you, you know, staying connected to someone. But for some of you all, it's for some of you all, because you got several things that's going on here in your cards. Yeah, you got several things that's going on here in the cards here. But people are going to be talking about something for a long time, and so the best thing you can do is somehow your connection to it. People are not holding you responsible for anything, but your connection to it. So it's just saying you can stop the conversation by having a warm, you know, providing a safe space for conversation, you know. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful to you, you know, this week. So you can continue operating in meekness and moving forward as you're closing out cycles, and not letting the enemy play tricks on your mind. All right, that's what I have for you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.